Hi guys, it's Anne-Marie from Amswearsmakeup, and today I'm going to sit on my living room floor and talk to you about trash. Quite literally, I have all my empties from November all around me right now. I'm going to go through them all with you and let you know what you definitely need to buy and what you should definitely avoid. Hair care. I finished 2 hairsprays and 1 dry shampoo. If you don't know about Batiste, it's a really affordable drugstore dry shampoo brand. I use like a can of this a month. It's only $7 and it's much better than anything else that costs twice as much. I also finished the Kenra Volume Spray and the Stockholm, Sweden Ref Extreme Hold Hairspray. Both of these really clumped up in my hair. I like to curl my hair loosely and do really soft waves. Those are both probably more appropriate for an updo, and so maybe that's my fault for misusing them, but I like something with a little more shine, a little more flexible hold, so I won't be repurchasing either of those. Whenever I would actually need something like that, I'm probably at a salon having someone else do my hair anyway. Put it in the bag of trash. Okay, maybe it's weird to include candles in a makeup and skincare empties video, but I have so many candles. I hoard them. My boyfriend is always telling me that I need to burn all the candles I own before I buy any more, which is somewhat successful, sometimes isn't. But the Driftwood from Yankee Candle and the Spiced Apple Toddy from Bath & Body Works were both awesome. They were really lovely fall scents. I also have 2 empty candle tins from Ulta that were a free gift with purchase. These kind of sucked. They smelled weird, like fake shitty cookies that, I don't know, you don't need them. You also, I don't think, can buy them, but there's something about that really chemical smell that I hate in candles. I don't like anything that smells like food, so maybe it's my own fault for burning it. Okay, this is so lame, but I finished the Bath & Body Works Cucumber and Spring Lily soap. I don't know about you guys, but my mother gives these to me whenever she comes to visit me as like a hostess gift, but I'm wondering if she's trying to tell me I don't wash my hands enough, so just in case, Mom, I used this much soap last month, I thought you would be proud. I also finished the Neutrogena Classic Makeup Remover Cleansing Towelettes. I passed out while I was drunk and left these half open, and half of them dried up, but they're technically done, so I'm including them. Another thing I finished was the Antica Pharmacista Body Butter. This was a free gift with a purchase at Nordstrom. It's a vanilla, bourbon, and mandarin body butter. I think it's like $40, and it's not good. Like, it's not, no, that's a lie. It's not that great. Everyone should just go and buy the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. Instead, it's the only lotion anyone should ever use ever. And it's like half the price of this. I forced myself to finish it so I could buy more Ultra Repair Cream when there was a sale on QVC. Other boring stuff, I finished an entire bottle of Witch Hazel and a Dove Dry Spray deodorant. This is a really good deodorant. This is a decent toner. It's really cheap. However, I'm trying not to use toner at all because I'm just realizing with dry skin I really don't need it and it dries up my skin. But if you get breakouts on the back of your legs or on your butt, use this instead of like fancy acne medication. It's probably just folliculitis from clogged like hair pores and clogged follicles, and it should open them up enough for those like bumps to go away. A dermatologist told me that once and it was a lifesaver. Before we move on any further, I just kind of want to address something that I'm really passionate about, probably the only person who cares. But I want to talk to you guys about subscription boxes. I frequently tell people to sign up for FabFitFun because I love it, and I'm going to talk about a few FabFitFun products, but I'm also going to talk about a few Boxycharm products. Maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot for any potential opportunities in the future, but I just feel like I have to say this. If you are not super passionate about product collecting and you don't like stuff to pile up, I do not recommend you get Boxycharm. Something that I'm realizing with Boxycharm, which is a makeup subscription box, they send you 5 to 6 products for $21 a month. It doesn't matter how cheap it is or how much you like it, it's always gonna be better to just, I mentioned this in my first video, if you don't buy something for yourself and it's only okay, you're never going to prioritize using it. Because if you buy something yourself, it's because you really wanted to have it, and so you will either use it up or you'll return it. Whereas with a Boxycharm thing, you don't get to send it back if you don't like it. You're stuck with it. And even though it's cheap, it doesn't really matter. It's like trash that just piles up in your house. Take the next 2 things, with a grain of salt because they're my own fault. The first one is a Bella Pierre Cosmetics Concealer palette. I don't even know if I'll be able to get this open. I got long nails. Okay. This is a color correcting concealer palette, so it's orange, green, and purple. For those of you who don't know, red covers up dark circles or orange. Green cancels out redness, and I think purple is for like dull skin. You put it on underneath your concealer and it will brighten or conceal depending on, you know, where you use it and how. I forgot I owned this because I didn't buy it, and I had it for 6 months, and I opened it up to use it a couple weeks ago and it had a funky smell, and now I have to throw it away. That's a Boxycharm lesson to be learned. The other thing from them is the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. It's kind of a interesting, it's like you pop off the cap and you have a little brush and then you twist it off and you poke it in and you paint it in your eyebrows. The thing with this stuff is that it dries out really fast and it pulls green. So if you're not careful, it's gonna look like you put like this beigey green stuff in your eyebrows. And I don't know about you guys, but I like a fierce, sharp, dark, angled brow, and this just really didn't do it for me. I also don't believe that this shade looks good on everyone. Universal shades are bullshit when it comes to hair color. 3 mascaras that I finished this month. One was a full size from Boxycharm, and I actually loved it. I'm pretty sure nobody else on the internet liked this. It's a curling mascara, so it's not volumizing or thickening, but I would use it first and I would go in with something blacker to kind of juice up the inner part of my lash, and then those two together would usually be amazing. I don't know about you guys, but I always wear 2 or 3 different mascaras because no one mascara gets the job done for me. And then I had 2 mini sizes that I got in gift baskets or gift bags that I hated. One is the NYX Worth the Hype mascara. It is not worth the hype. Both of these names just crack me up so much. The By Terry Mascara Terribly Growth Booster. So you called it terrible, and it's terrible. Thank you. Okay, so the next 3 products are all from Glossier. So I don't know if you guys know about Glossier, but their whole thing is like makeup, but you're not really wearing makeup. It's like put on a sheer wash of color, or like put on a lip balm that makes your lips glisten but it doesn't have any color, or put on foundation that's basically water with a drop of beige in it. That makeup is for the models in the ads. I look like a troll and I need more than that, Glossier. Oh, like just swipe it on and go. I can't swipe it on and go. I look very different without makeup on. The priming moisturizer, this is not hydrating at all. It took quite a few dollops each time I would put on moisturizer to get enough hydration, which means that I finished this in less than a month. It's almost 2 ounces. You shouldn't need to use that much moisturizer. I loved Boy Brow, which is their brow mascara. I've talked about this in my another video, the one that I did with my sister. I have really thick, coarse, dark hair, so it's pretty easy for me to swipe it in and then maybe use a brush to kind of fill in some gaps. So this is really great to just throw on before you leave the house. And then I ordered a atomizer size of their perfume. Actually not from them, but from Scentbird. Scentbird is a perfume subscription service. I signed up for it on like the trial price to see if I would like this perfume before I bought the full size. I wonder if there's anything left in here. Not really. It's kind of androgynous. I liked it at first, but the more I used it, the more I realized it wasn't like enough. It just kind of had a funky, lingering smell. So the good news is that I didn't waste my money on a full size, and I did finish it, so, you know, you live and you learn. I have a Bare Minerals eyeshadow that my aunt gave me like 5 years ago. It was one of the first eyeshadow products that was high-end that anyone ever gave me. It's like a beautiful military green gold. And I took it out at Thanksgiving to wear it, and it had like a rotting smell. So I'm just like, well, I've had this for like 5 years. It's time for it to go. Lori, I know you watch these videos. Thank you for the gift. It lasted a long time in my collection. Another not win for me was the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. It's clear and it just made my eyebrows clumpy, and it would get kind of like goopy and then flake off. Like, and I just Boy Brow is so much better. It's not that much more expensive, and it's just, you know, the same size. I think actually like they're made in the same manufacturer because the containers look identical. I also finished the Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner in like a mini size. I go through lots of, you know, liquid liner. The Stila one is really good. Kathleen Vaughn Anti-Vaccination D used to make a good one, but I don't buy her products anymore because she doesn't believe in science. So yeah, there's the Stila one is good. There's a bunch of good drugstore ones. You don't need to spend $20 on eyeliner. It's eyeliner. I also got this Becca Velvet Blurring Primers mini size from Sephora. It was nice of them to add it in because I don't think I used my points to pick this up, but this clumps up under my foundation and like flakes off. So I also don't really need to hide pores all over my face, just in my T-zone. So I'm just gonna throw it away. I couldn't finish it. If you guys watched my first video, I bitched about the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. I did not want to finish it. I did not like the smell, but it was almost gone and I didn't want to be wasteful, so I just used the whole thing up. I did it. I had to mix it with other primers to dilute the coconut piss smell, but I did it. Of everything I recommend to you guys today, you only buy one thing. I would definitely say that if you need a really good concealer, the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, it's only $6. There's like 50 shades. They're super inclusive. It's really good at completely canceling out all my dark circles without being too dry. I don't need to set it. Personally, it doesn't really crease for me. And also, if I mix it with a little bit of primer, it can kind of do a sheer coverage foundation for me if I'm in a pinch, if something happens to my foundation, I run out, or I'm traveling. So this thing is a workhorse. It's really good. I do recommend it. For me personally, I conceal a little bit under my eyes and then my chin where I get a little redness, and then between my eyebrows where I get a little redness. I also finished the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream, the original, not the matte one, not the illuminating one. The illuminating one is filled with glitter. I don't need to be covered in glitter all over my face when I'm at work during the day. This stuff is really good. If you like dewy, high coverage foundation, I do think that this is a perfect fit for you, especially if you have dry skin. Some people don't like the smell, or they say it smells like lemons, which I don't really care about. I like citrus scents. The one thing to consider is that it takes a while to set. So if you don't want to put on powder, it will take up to an hour before it's not transfer proof. And if you're like slapping it on before you go out the door, it might kind of get on your collar or your coat. So maybe worth considering at least setting the under part of your face with powder to make sure it doesn't transfer. I also used up, if you can use up lashes, 2 pairs from Coco, the Misha style and the Risque style. These are beautiful eyelashes. They last a long time. You can get quite a few uses out of them. But I did not have an amazing experience with Lady Moss, which is where you have to buy these, ladymoss.com, with their customer service team. They sent me an incorrect order. I contacted them. They ignored me. I had to open a PayPal case to get them to send me the correct lashes. They refused to do so. They said I had to spend money to send back mine first. And that just made me really uncomfortable. They had made a mistake. I didn't understand why that was my fault. So I was just like, you know what, whatever. Thanks, but no thanks. But these lashes are beautiful. But now I'm like afraid to buy from them again. And they also don't have a lower shipping cost the more you buy, which kind of bothers me. I would rather order in bulk and save some money on shipping. My foot's falling asleep. The next thing I'm going to talk about is also not an empty, but is an OG. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture World Traveler palette. I didn't finish this. There's tons of product left. But when this came out, it was a really big deal. You had like the warm neutrals in here, you had stuff to do a smoky eye over here, and then you had these pops of colors, purple, blue, gold, that wasn't really like a thing at the time. Now this is just like what all eyeshadow palettes are. I wanted to keep it. I thought it was a collector's item, but it smells really bad. It's definitely not eye safe. It's like 4 years old. I should probably throw it away, but I knew that I wouldn't unless I documented it and told people I was going to, so I would feel guilty and have to, because I love it. And I'm just like, I think of all the times that I used this when I was learning to do eyeshadow, and it makes me feel really like sentimental. This was a big deal 4 years ago, so farewell, old friend. Is there? No, that was a map. Oh, this is such a good palette. In the like body care bath realm of things, I found a half-used travel shower gel that I had brought to Miami in May, and I realized I should use it up before it expired. So even though I have some full-size stuff in my shower, I threw it in there quick just to finish it. This is from Soap & Glory. I love their bath products and their lotions. They're really cheap. Their sugar scrub is really cheap. They do a really nice job. And I would say it's like almost as good as Lush in terms of like quality, but half the price. I also finished a sample of the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day shampoo and conditioner. I'm definitely buying this once I finish all the other stuff in my shower. It was so good. It made my hair feel so strong and healthy, but still shiny. All right, this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Bubble Masks. These were really popular like a year ago. You put it on your face in like a clean layer, and then the longer it's on, the more it bubbles up until you're covered in like this monster mask looking thing. It is really hydrating. I would recommend doing it before you're gonna take a shower, just because it's so much to wash off. There's soap everywhere, but it makes your skin feel like really dewy after, which is really nice. And I think it's like $6. This is really small, so I used it up in a week of daily use. It is the Savor Beauty Pumpkin Serum. It's for brightening. It's technically something you would do in the morning, like mixed in with your moisturizer. I use it as a night serum at my boyfriend's place because I had finished the night serum I was keeping there, which I'm gonna talk about in a second. But I really liked this. It smells like pumpkin. It's very brightening. Like I woke up with visibly refreshed skin, but it didn't do enough for me in terms of like the fine lines and wrinkles part of what I need in a night serum. Like the Drunk Elephant TLC, that stuff is amazing and I use that every day. So speaking of night serums, this is the Luna Sleeping Night Oil from Sunday Riley. Got this about a year ago and I used probably 2/3 of it before I picked up the TLC night serum, and I've been addicted to that ever since. After I finished a bottle of that, I had to force myself to finish this up quick before I bought another one, just in the interest of not wasting. This stuff is good. I'm trying to not use retinol. I'm trying to use the sort of AHA, BHA stuff on my skin right now. Also, not for any specific or particular reason. I just noticed that I see more results with the AHA and BHAs. But Sunday Riley, about a couple of months ago, maybe even a couple weeks ago, had a scandal where it turned out management was telling their employees to submit fake reviews about products in order to sell a specific line of acne serums that they have. I'm assuming they weren't as performing as well as the like anti-aging stuff. I don't personally struggle with acne, but I have friends that do, and I know how scary it is to feel like you can't control what's happening with your skin. I know that it is frequently, we live in a society that, even though we shouldn't, sometimes shames people for the way their skin looks. And so when people are looking for acne care solutions, they're looking for honest answers because they're already vulnerable enough. And so to take advantage of people like that by writing fake reviews, they encourage the employees to say that you struggle with acne, say that this saved your skin, say that you've been searching for a solution and finally found it, whatever. That's mean. Ethics aside, it's just kind of cruel because people rely on reviews from other people to find what will work best for them, and it made me really uncomfortable. I like Drunk Elephant products better than Sunday Riley, so if you want to throw $80 on a night serum from one of those two places, it's pretty easy to pick, in my opinion. Drunk Elephant, and also their packaging is better, so good for Drunk Elephant. I won't be repurchasing this. I also finished a hyaluronic acid and B5 serum from The Ordinary. Talked about this in my winter skin video. I ended up just replacing it with L'Oreal Hydra Genius. But yeah, it's a decent hyaluronic acid, especially for the price point. Just not buying products from Deciem, their parent company, right now until they sort of figure out their management stuff. This was another product that I got in a FabFitFun box. It is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. It's a physical and chemical exfoliant for your face. If you have dry, flaky skin, this gets the gunk off of your body for sure. Like, I ended up using it on my arms because I have more like chicken skin buildup type. I get those red bumps. This stuff is good. I would never pay $85 for it, but I know people who swear by it. So if you have like flaky skin on your face, this might be worth it. But what I was using it for, like a $15 sugar scrub could have done the job. And I did enjoy it, but the smell kind of bums me out too, so I would definitely not repurchase it. But I also don't think I'm the target market, so take that with a grain of salt. We're getting to the end, guys. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Nobody on YouTube talks about Aveda, and I don't understand why. I am biased because I go to an Aveda salon and they're based in Minneapolis and I live in Minneapolis, so a lot of their products are really accessible to me. But they have a program called Pure Privilege. This is not sponsored, where if you sign up for $10, they give you a free $40 birthday gift every year for the rest of your life. And whenever you go in store and show your card, they'll give you tons of free samples or like mini travel size stuff. But no, they have these composition oils. You get one every year on your birthday. You can mix it into your moisturizer. You can put it in the bath. You can put it directly on your skin for hydration. They smell amazing. They come in a bunch of different scents. And I love when I go to get my hair done and they put it on their hands and then they give me a scalp massage with it. It smells amazing. And it's just something that's really luxurious to have at home. So if you want to pay $10 one time and get a free one of these for the rest of your life, like, you should do it. I have like 3 more in my cupboard to finish up because they take forever to use because you don't need that much. And so I've had this for 2 years and I just finished it. So now I have 2 more to go through. Last but not least, the Peter Thomas Roth 24K gold mask. I talked about this in another video too. It's gold that you rub on your face to feel fancy. But it does a really good job. I bought the Peter Thomas Roth holiday set this year. I buy it every year. It's like $250 worth of masks for 75 bucks. I got my friend Ann to buy it. I got a few of my other girlfriends to buy it, and they're fun if you want to keep them all for yourself, or if you want to take the masks and like give one of each to a friend as a little stocking stuffer. The holiday sets are really good for stuff like that. So worth checking out. Would never pay $80 for the full size of this, but for the 1/3 size, I think that's how the math works out, for, you know, 12 bucks, I think it's totally worth it. So yeah, it's a really good buy. I already have a new one started that I'm using. We made it, fam! This is all the stuff I finished in November. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I started my Instagram doing Annie's Empties about 1.5 years ago now, and how positive the feedback was about Annie's Empties actually encouraged me to start a YouTube channel. So I'll be doing these every month. I love talking about my trash. I know that's weird, but please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I would love to see more engagement from you guys. Comments, questions. Whenever anyone comments, I respond to it. So please hang out in there with me and sort of let me know what you think. If you have any more questions about these products or other stuff you're considering purchasing. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.